Thank God it's Friday. Let's fight, folks. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. It's Friday, the 3rd day of November. Let's fight. Pace and power. Share the live, good folks. Smash that emoji button as well. Wherever you're joining us from this evening, as you folks know, even though it's the end of the week, two birds, Dolly Anderson, Wilbur Grant. Even though it's the end of the week, folks, we're not throttling down, good folks. Jagdeo is catching up with him. That's one of the things we're realizing tonight. His lies are catching up with him. Good to have each and every one of you. Wherever you're joining us from, good folks. Pace, and power. Good to see each and every one of you, good folks, on the live. You all know how we say it. We're on the live. Yep, good to see you. Good to see Julia and Lynn Finance, Anne-Marie Selby, Claire Alexis, Tramley Richmond. Brenda's here as well. Andrea Alexander, Debbie Apple. Norma Jones is here as well. I see Sandra and Shireen. Maria Bella is here as well. Sukhchan Sudhari. Yolanda Thomas is here. Sandra Ford. Good to see each and every one of you on the live, good folks. Tessa Isaacs. Diane. Sabina Jacobs is here as well. Isabo. Who's Isabo? Winth. Andrew Thornton. Andrew Griffith. Good to see each and every one of you folks on the live. You all know how we say. We got a lot to share with you folks this evening. We got the fight card set, folks. It's just some of y'all missing. We got to open up with Jagdeo lies, catch up with him. As Dr. Vincent Adams tell us this evening on the opener, his lies. Good folks are catching up with him, and that's the opener this evening. You all know Dr. Vincent Adams. To be proper, Dr. Vincent Adams is the former CEO, Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Agency. Jagdeo, I was picking on this fella, you know. Yeah, I was picking on this fella. This is a man from Berbice. From Linden, rather. My born tongue. Berbice is my married tongue. Linden is my born tongue, folks. He's a man from Linden. He can represent himself. He's a man from Linden. He can represent himself. Good, folks. Jagdeo's no slim for jumping. He's no slim for jumping. Big bastard. Anybody ever bigger than me? I vex with them. I'm vexed with them. Dr. Vincent Adams, folks, will you open it tonight? Take a look and take a listen as he walks in, wails in to Jagdeo. He lies catching up with him. Jagdeo lies catching up with him, folks. Take a look and take a listen.
I watched the second vice president press conference, and when we thought that we had seen it all, we now realize there is no limit to the depth of shamelessness and depravity to which this man is willing to sink. First, he blames the Venezuelan crisis on fringe elements, trying to chisel away at the national solidarity. Where is the solidarity when he meets with the Venezuelans on October the 30th, after the meeting between the government and the opposition, pledging full cooperation between them? And nefariously and appeared to have nefariously lied about the opposition, causing xenophobic acts against them, while the PPP, on the other hand, loves them. We saw the video, Mr. Vice President, and a must-see of MPs Amanza Walton's, a true patriot and leader, own video about that video. MP Walton's is a real leader, and her patriotic video is a must for the media. I'm certain that the media saw both videos, but troubling that not a single question on them, though that the most critical matter and crisis facing this nation. He also did not even mention a word about it, or wonder why. MP Walton wrote to Minister Todd, according to her video, asking whether such a meeting took place, whether the meeting was organized by the government, and for the transcript of the meeting to be made available to the opposition. We also implore that the media follow up with these crucial questions. If we are collaborating, we have to collaborate all the way, according to MP Walton. If such a meeting, it has now become apparent why he could not invite the opposition to that meeting, where he accused the opposition of xenophobic acts. He's just taking the opportunity behind our backs to score cheap political points. He must, I repeat, he must repudiate that video, or else should resign for not for not to do so will be tantamount to being treasonous, as well articulated by our brilliant attorney MP Walton. And then he had the gall to mention that the opposition and these fringe elements are misrepresenting his own views about what he has said in the past, like clipping tapes conveniently, like video footings to support the narrative they're pursuing. People know we have solidarity, so do not succumb to these crazy people, according to the Vice President. Who is really crazy, Mr. Vice President? Isn't it you, the same man who questions yourself from time as if you're sane or not, and have to remind yourself about whether you're sane? Remember that recent press conference just recently? He has no shame or believe that people are foolish and senile to not believe what they're seeing. The video of him at the top of his voice saying that we should give Venezuela a pathway to the Atlantic is there for all to see. The video is there for all of us to see when he lambasted the APNU, AFC government, when in opposition, shouting as loud as possible that they sold out the nation's patrimony. Every Guyanese must be sad at every new oil discovery. That's what he said. And he will renegotiate the contract. It is obvious that he can't help himself, for this is a Russian dogma that one, if you tell a lie over and over, the people eventually believe it. And the abracadabra, that it is not really what you see. Then he says, of all the things that we have to understand our history, when we had no freedom and no food, fled from oppression and hunger, they were economic migrants and had to flee. But what he didn't say, whether through ignorance or what, is that in those times, as I recall, we were ranked around the second poorest country in the hemisphere, behind Haiti. So there was a legitimate reason to seek a better life abroad. There was no oil, but now we have oil and is the richest country on the planet. So what is causing the mass migration now, Mr. Jagdeo? He himself castigated the opposition for only talking about feeding the people in a recent conference, which means that he's not interested in the basic things such as feeding the people. Then on the fact-finding mission, he is now questioning the credibility, those were his words, of the U.S. fact-finding mission. That, and this is what he said, that the fact-finding mission, they should do find the person who headed the meeting in Washington, D.C. He's just obsessed with this meeting in Washington, D.C. He says Guyana is more integrated country than the United States. So now he's attacking these honorable congressmen and the United States. He says again that that Guyana is more integrated country than the USA, and would find more cases of discrimination in America than Guyana and in the states where these people are coming from. He's now personally attacking these senators or congressmen or whatever position they hold. And he said they should start in the United States and then come here. The bottom line is that this man has no class to be insulting these honorable legislators from the most powerful country in the world. He is not interested in unity and collaboration and national solidarity. It could only be seen as an opportunity to get Venezuelan votes to continue in power. He understands that Guyanese are fed up with him, from the blackouts to the hunger to bulldozing people home to the way that he's treating his own constituents, the cane cutters. But if he was doing anything good for the people when he holds on to power, as he wants to do, that would have been one thing. His problem is that he only keeping power for his friends, families, and favorites, as everyone sees where the oil money is going and not going. It's only going to the top 1% of his friends, families, and favorites. He is desperate and believes that he could survive by playing politics with our patrimony, our people, and our national security. His modus operandi is to create a problem and then blame everybody except himself. We see what happened with the Policia episode, where he's now throwing Hickens and Ben under the bus. We've seen what happens with the $14 million, the $214 million disappearing to $3 million. We've seen what happened with the Skeldon estate. I watched.
You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So you make a slight concession in the maritime area. You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So you make a slight concession.
Yep, we ain't giving them no channel out, no place. No channel out, no place. You give them a little channel, slight concession, not much. A little slight corrupt concession, nothing much. Now he wants them to vote. He wants folks to vote. This is what it's been about all the time. We didn't tell y'all. We didn't tell y'all. But in the opener there, you saw Dr. Vince Adams take exception to this a little slight channel. Repudiate that, Mr. Jagdeo, or resign.
You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So you make a slight concession in the maritime area. You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So you make a slight concession in the maritime area.
Yeah, no concession. No concession whatsoever. It belongs to us. All of us, folks. That's what part of what Dr. Vincent Adams was taking exception to. That's part of what he was taking exception to. Lyndon Gill, we see you there. Raman Jones, we see you as well. And Rastaman. Rastafari. Gwenna Jones, we see you as well. And John and all the other folks joining us across social media. Annette Cummins, good to see you. Leslie Hamilton, Brenda Patricia Miller. I see Marcel Jolliver is there. I see Conamingo and I see Ann John and CC Forbes and all the other folks joining us. Good to see you guys on the live, folks. Pace and power. Pace and power. Who don't know, folks? Who don't know? Pace and power. Good to see you, folks, on the live. Folks, let's move on. That was the opener. That was the opener. Let's show you some of the things we're covering internationally, folks. Regional, then we go circle back. Well, we got the fight card. Who knew we got the fight card? Almost flew past it. Almost fires of the PPP. Money in the bank. UG. Solar panel. Maduro. 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 Maduro best friend. Maduro best friend, take one.
You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So you make a slight concession in the maritime area.
Slight concession, not much. Maduro best friend, not too much. A little slight concession out to the sea. Paulette, would you give him a slight concession? Eon, Chandel, Scraps, Candice, you, Raquel, Gentle, Reslin, would you give him a little slight something out to the sea? Those are the things we're covering tonight, folks. Yeah. On the fight card, let's start, as I said, internationally, folks. Then we're going to circle back regionally and some other things we're covering. Look, story here. Paid vacation. Paid vacation, check one. Paid vacation, check one. A mystery billionaire wants two people, a couple, to live on an island. He can pay for $185,000. Could you be that lucky person? Huh? He's offering $185,000 us to spend a year living on an idyllic private island in the Caribbean. According to a listing placed by a recruitment agency in the UK, the chosen pair will be expected to throw themselves into the full-time job of in-house hike machine. Hear what they mean? Promoting the exclusive retreat on social media. Yep, that sounds like an indecent proposal to me. Promoting this idyllic island. A whole year, that's what you do on social media every day. You wake up, some of y'all on social media all the time anyhow. I can see some of y'all say, oh, take one. Billionaire, take one. 185,000 US for the year. And all you're talking about is the beauty of the islands, the rock, the water. So some of y'all want to do it for free. Some of y'all want to do it gladly for free. Look, story here now. You see, we curate this information. Based on, we're trying to help y'all out. You get 185,000, you send us 180, we got to go. We got to go, Barney Laraba. I can see you packing your bags, girl. Marla, I can see you packing your bags. Margaret Nelson, Camera in tow, Waveney Doris, Lillian Prince, Debbie Hohencorp, Waveney, Tony, Winston, the whole ring crew. We ring a rebel from this idyllic island 185. Look, story here now. It only gets better. Look, story here now. Baby mama drama. You all know Al Pacino from The Godfather? He's coming to some other movies as well. I like me some Al Pacino, right? Al Pacino is 83. His girlfriend is 29. Don't judge Al Pacino. Don't judge Al Pacino. I ain't no shape I can not 83. Don't judge Al Pacino. He is 83. His girlfriend, Nora Afila, is 29. Well, she carries to the bank here. They have a son together. Roman. And they're splitting up, apparently, going their separate ways. Yes, Pacino, 83, and Afila, 29. Hear this. Hold on, folks. Hear this. Is Al Pacino Paco? That's the question you gotta ask. That's the question. Here's the story here now. Al Pacino has to pay Nora Afila $30,000 a month in child support. I can hear some of y'all now. Move on the way. I want to give you some children. I can take less than that. I want to give you five children. I can take 15,000 US a month. In addition to that, right? He says that she has to go off on her own. He tired. You see, he weary now, 83, and he has to pay an additional 110,000 for accommodation. And every year he got put aside 15,000 for the child's college fund. Please and thank you. For the child college. I could hear some of y'all saying, Al Pacino, watch me a day. It's long I like you. You're a nice big uncle. Your uncle is real nice. I can see, I hear, watch the comments here now. Baby mama drama. Rest of the problems, folks. 15,000 a month, Christian Rodriguez. Yeah. Child support, 120,000 US for housing. Another 15 for college. We have the Doris. I see some move out the way. Age is just a number. Ability lasts a long time. Yeah. See, opportunities arise every day. You know the moral of this story is opportunity is free, single, and disengaged. See, looking out for y'all. I hope y'all saw that. I'm looking out for you, good folks. Joel Ward, Pim, Bam Bam. I'm just looking out for you folks. You see some of y'all, you're 55 and you sign off. 55, you're 60, you're saying, Albertree's 80, here the tree, still firing. He's not retiring, he's refiring. Good folks, you think he's retiring? Now we're getting rid of Afila? Nora Afila? No, it's refiring next. Rich people problems, folks. Rich people problems. Yeah. Some of we're covering, folks, regionally. We told y'all some of the other things we're covering Regionally, folks, rich people problems. Look, sorry here now. Poor people problems. Poor people problems. A judge in Jamaica, he said, I can make this one example. He said, I can make athlete Eric an example. And that he did, folks. That he did. For gun possession. Gun possession. The judge in Spanish tongue. I know if they get Venezuelans, don't ask me. I know if they get Spanish tongue. Life. The judge gave athlete Eric 26 life. The police had a roadblock and saw athlete acting funny. And when they apprehended him, he had a gun. They belonged to him, unlicensed. The judge threw the whole book, everything at him. So I can make some other example. We can get rid of guns in this country. The guns, the illegal guns on the street, the judge said we can get rid of it. Life. Athlete Eric. Yep. Jamaica set a precedent there. They're going to watch gun and frighten now. They're going to watch gun and frighten. Too many guns in this country we ain't NATO. Too many guns in the tongue. Hear the little rich residents there? Father of his mercies. Father of his mercies. Life, folks, life. As easy as that. You better value your freedom. You better value your freedom out here. Well, y'all know once we come home. Once we come home is what, folks? Once we come home is what? You better bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it back. Bring it back. Once you come home. Who's sharing their life, folks? Who can smash the emoji button for us? Pay some for once we touch down. You don't see no lights? I'm at home. It's an accumulation of darkness. Once you meet, what are you doing tonight, though, folks? Good to see so many of you on the live. It's Friday night. We got over 2,000 persons watching us across social media. Iron Carbon is here. Chisel Chip as well. Roxanne Garraway. I see Fitzherbert Jarrett. Good to have you. Fitzherbert retired because usually by 6 he done 9 down the foot. You see? Don't drink your part and tuck in. Fitz is on the live tonight. Good to see you, Chief. Good to see you, Karen Gittins, and all the other folks. Wanda, Valme, Sherman. Good to have you, Dolly and Chance with Harry. Urban Don Cook. How you doing, Urban Don? You staying a little too long. I don't like people saying the States more long than me. A little too long. Spurry Lee. How you doing there, Canada? Am I right? Did I get it right? Spurry Lee, how you doing there? Chel Pancham and Lester and all the other folks. You all know since we come in the 592, the old songs are trouble in the dance, trouble tonight. If this whole thing I walk out, I gotta fall back. I want you folks to know I gotta fall back. Right? I gotta fall back. Good to see you folks on the live tonight. From the many places you're joining us from. John Abrams, I see Arvin Don. But look, sorry though. Arvin says Sherrod is cold as hell. Brooklyn is cold as I ain't tell you, man. The father said, I fix the bungs of the habitation. Where you going, Arvin? But you gotta do what you gotta do, Arvin. You gotta do what you gotta do. Pace and power. Keeping on. Folks, 2,000 of you on the live with us. You know, the 2,000 share the live. How many more can come into contact with valid, credible information, folks? And even though they're not here with us, the whole internet, folks, we can take what we get and keep moving on down the road. We can take it. We're going to take it, trench couples and all. Jagabatical tendencies and all. Good to see you folks on the live. Trust you guys have had a good week. Well, you know us at this end, good folks. You know us at this end. My God. Fires of the PPP. Fires of the PPP. Single mother, Jenny Salker, and her 3 children are now homeless, folks. After fire in New Amsterdam ravaged the dwelling place. You pray for Jenny. You know, it's not easy, you know. in this country. Every day, them boys send the fire spirit, they send the China demon, the China bomb demon, whatever else you want to call it. Folks, you can't have a small country like us. You can't have a small country like us. Here 11 of us, every day is on fire. How much of y'all I can take in, man? It's a short time we're running. How much of y'all I can take in? But the signs of the times. It's signs of the times. Jenny never knocked yet, you know. She never knocked yet, you know. They said somebody said it. Y'all know this kind of thing? Yeah? If the thing's strong enough, they can send something in your kitchen. It burn the kitchen alone and let the rest. Y'all know about the thing, Candy? Candy's now you shines me for nothing. It's now you Candy shines me on that. In the same thing in your bathroom, you can burn your bathroom alone. Spurrily. Right? It's that kind of precision, kind of action there. Yeah. Carol Monroe says Baku. Same thing. Same thing, Carol. Raquel Gentle, yes. Let's call it again. Well, let's call it again. Bantu King? Yeah. And that is what Jenny said, the Senate. The Senate. Laverne Haricharan, Kelman Prasad. She said the Senate. Fire bun, that's the thing. She punch, I know the story. Fire bun. Fire bun of the PPP. Yes. Same thing. That is the thing, self. And Johnson, Jumpy Karma. Mr. Hardy Rajkumar says fire bun. Petal says fire. Y'all know the story. Thank God I already know in whom I believe. I'm already persuaded in whom I believe. Fire bun is there, Senate. Yvette? Yeah? 80 in this country every day. Carnage on the roads and waterways. Fires on the PPP. Violence against women. You name it. Alibaba and the 7 plagues. Alibaba and the 7 plagues. Let my people go. This is what we're following our fast with Jenny's Sulka and her kids. Come on. Well, look done stuck now. Well, look done stuck. Folks, here we got a dictionary definition for done stuck. You can see my brother here in the picture. Some people, when they're doing things for a long time, there's get a little commonplace, you know. You know that? When they're operating for a long time, they get a little commonplace. Very much so. Very, very much so. They get commonplace. But look, story now. Big uncle get remanded for cocaine trafficking. Everybody in the hustle. Ronald Hoseb remanded for cocaine trafficking. 63. Police will catch you red-handed. Right? Red-handed. Got be PPP. Red-handed they catch him. Red-handed. That's what I'm telling you. Caught him red-handed. Packing the cocaine into little buckets. The police got to where he was and saw the man literally trafficking. There's no way out for him here. Literally packing the cocaine. Right? They said he's a 63-year-old carpenter, caught red-handed, cutting up this is the report's word, cutting up cocaine and packing it into Ziploc bags. That's how comfortable he get comfortable. He just in the house cutting up cocaine and packing in Ziploc bags and destroying lives. But you know we say it all the time. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That is it, folks. Just like that. Yeah. Done Stugs, Ronald, Hasib. You see, you see people, that is why you just have to be content with what you have, you know. Some people in some big fire jailhouse, but they're sleeping comfortable at night, you know. So something pull up outside. It's good. You and I, we sleep the sleep of the contented. Sleep the sleep of the. Soon as you see a light flash, the people might do it. So. Ronald Joseph, 63. Now he remanding. People are telling you now when for get up, when for lie down, when for go outside for a little air, when for coming back, when for eat, when for stop eating. All kinds of things. And you go to old age, big uncle, 63, remanded for cocaine trafficking. Just so. Well, look story here now. A small timer. Joshua cut up cocaine. He snatched his cell phone. But go spend some time inside, man. Let me free up this place for Christmas. Let me free up the place for Christmas. Keep them for safekeeping. He slashed himself. You got peace in this country. If you're in the town, what's yet? If you're in the town, what's yet? Folks, this morning I had some money on me in town. You say you're watching wrong. People wrong bends. Right? I want to throw up the technology in the air for see is who follow me. Right? 10,000 I got in my pocket. And let me say I'm nervous. 10,000 dollars I got in my pocket. You will say I'm nervous. Because when you got people like Joshua Craig on the road, you're going to frighten. Huh? You're going to frighten. I was like, them boys got moving with impunity. Big uncle just cutting up cocaine and ziplocking like it's nothing. Right? He didn't dig a big hole, a ton, and that's 6 feet down. He looked normal. Normal. And then this fella here now. Keep them for the season, man. Tuck your way nicely. Compliments to the state. Well, look, story here now. Anytime I see story happening by my alma mater, I slow down. Well, session at UG, folks. Session at UG. I was reliably informed. We were reliably informed that there's a tape in circulation. And what the University of Guyana, my alma mater, calls inappropriate conversation. Apparently, a voice is alleged to be that of Christopher Ram. A heroin called Jagdeo when left fecally. And somebody licked the tape. It's not clear with Mr. The allegation, the part-time lecturer, and the voice is being said to alleged with that of Christopher Ram. The Maritime said when they called him, he refused to give a comment. Right? But she said they're appalled. They said they're appalled by the conversation. Here's some of what is alleged as inappropriate remarks by this part-time lecturer, according to Demara Waves. Right? Demara Waves says, let me see if it's a story. The University of Guyana's statement followed one Mr. Bagwandin's letter and his Facebook post of a voice purportedly to be that of Ram, referring to Vice President Jagdeo. The voice contained use of the words friggin' and jackass. Father help us. And that's where we're making a fuss over. I can see Ram getting a national award if you ask me. I can see Mr. Ram getting a national award if you ask me. They said this recording contains the word friggin'. Contains the words jackass. We didn't get Jagdeo in the voice note. Say who in the black book and the pink book and the red book. It's friggin' is what we worried about. People in this country suffering. Dying every day from hunger and starvation. We're being overrun on our borders. It's friggin' is what detaining we here. Folks, come on now. Come on. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, folks. UG says it's inappropriate conversation. UG, I love my alma mater. I think if they heard some things we discussed when we were students, right? Folks, I graduated, I smell Irfan. Irfan went to UG, followed second year, and he tried to convince us he got PhD. You don't see this country something else? If they heard some things we discussed, Campus is the place for this kind of fervor. They better don't come round Ram funny. Ram is a trained attorney and an accountant. They better don't come round funny. Usually, please and thank you. Let's give this man an award. Please and thank you. None this year, folks. None this year. Let's give this man an award, if anything. Who vex? It's freaking, you know. I want to read what them wire wave said. Them wire wave said, the voice proportionally of whoever, the voice contained the use of the words friggin' and jackass. That's what it tells us. You're pretending that yours a religious state. Pretenders. The grace of mercy. We can't even get a good day without 6, 7, 8 power outage for everybody who lives in this country. And it's friggin' is what you see, you got enough things in this country to incense people. I'm so grateful. People are writing in the streets. People bearing the chaff, trying to get to the next general and regional election. It's freaking is what you worried about? Please. Come on, folks. Come on. What are you doing duty on these campus? Go read the Bible only? Right? No, we used to go over the Christian, what do you call it? The Christian community, what do you call it? The room there that used to be on the spicy dish. We go and pray to the Father and then we go war. You know? We go warfare. Yeah, campus life for you. Inappropriate, friggin'. Among other things, folks. Take a bow, Christopher Ram. Take a bow, take a bow, take a bow. Man after my own heart. Take a bow, Christopher Ram. Take a bow. Base and power. Folks, oh yeah, I think we done remember them boys. It's now we come. It's now we come by them boys. 700 folks watching us on a Friday night. My God. I didn't think we'd that interesting. I didn't think we'd that interested like them Spanish girls. I didn't think we'd that interesting. 2,700 folks watching us on a Friday night. Over 200 emojis. Yeah, I'm still looking 10 with these emojis, if nothing else. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. With these emojis. That's so Jagdeo to me. I can't say that UG campus. Inappropriate conversation. Inappropriate conversation. Folks, Animal Farm. Animal Farm first. Y'all think this country is, it is not. As I said, blackout friggin' blackout every day in this country. Okay, see something I say. My God, Shira, language. Blackout every day in this country, folks. 11 of us in this country, and they got 300 blackouts, 300 episodes, load shedding. Where were you from SMs? The one you used to call it. Folks, I get the word right. I get the word right. It's a good thing I got a dictionary from Austin's. It's a good thing Austin's bookstore in Church Street. It's a good thing I got a dictionary from Austin. Adrian Bacchus, David Wood, Seymour George, Andrew Alexander, folks, blackout in this country. My God. I can't take it anymore. Well, look, story now. The government compensating. We heard them done by a place called Guayacabra. A place called Swan. This is real estate on the Linden Suzik Highway. We're going to give not everything to friends, family, and favorites. Set of friggers. Friends, family, and favorites. Kim Batson, Joylyn Cook, Charles Pancham, Brenda Braffett, Jacqueline Argyle. Friends, family, and favorites. So now they're preparing for blackouts. They're giving solar panels. Right? They're preparing us for blackouts. And they say by December, this thing is easy, you know. They say by December, the blackouts going to ease. And they're sharing solar panels. We beg. You know. But we ain't sure. Look, Kwame. Kwame look like 2 solar panels. Father of his mercies, my Lord, 2 solar panels. Blackout proofing. Is that what they're trying to do there? Is that what they're trying to do there? Lyndon Gillison might pass by you. They might pass by you. Asquith Shorts, Marcia Agard, Volmer Wilson, Marine Chester Paul. They say they might pass by y'all. You can check your solar panel. Folks, I see some jagabats in the comments. Y'all deal with them, the man. Deal with them condignly, man. Y'all have my permission. Deal with them condignly. Deal with them condignly. Joylyn Cook, Spurry Lee, Veronica Primo Rollins. They said they got a solar panel for you, wonderful, beautiful. You checking it? Blackout proof it. I tell y'all, folks, today in the lines for Change press conference, David Patterson addressed this issue of the blackouts. And he tell us why we getting blackouts. There's a set of incompetence. A set of incompetence. They better pack a whole use generators from Indonesia, among other places. I said to all use generator. David Patterson put things into perspective for us on this issue of blackouts. You know, this used to be the Minister of Infrastructure, understands the ins and outs of this sector. Take a look and take a listen to what Patterson said on the issue of blackouts.
Two of the new sets for that were purchased by the APNU AFC and installed in the Garden Eden are malfunctioning. One of the sets in Kingston number 1, they will have told you this, but I give you the background for it. What Kingston number 1 is done, and engine number 4 in Kingston number 1 is under maintenance. Hello? Yes. What they haven't told you is that all of the sets of GPL has been derated. And this is purely down to a lack of maintenance. While we have a shortfall, all of the sets, our new sets, and I'm talking in particularly the ones in Kingston and in Breeden Hoop, have been derated. When we left there, they were producing at their maximum capacity. I was informed a couple of days ago, last week Thursday, to be honest, that the ones at Kingston and Garden Eden are actually operating at half or three-quarter. They're producing half or three-quarter their rating, purely because of a lack of maintenance. You can recall that under our administration, we had established a specialized unit staffed by some of the brightest power generation engineers in the country. It was 141 of them in a company called PPDI. Immediately on taking back over the government, they fired about 80% of the staff, saying that they were super salaried. So all the bright brains, the CEO, the DCEO, the deputy, the head of power generation, they were all fired, and they recruited. Well, they haven't recruited anybody. And so one of the main reasons that the sets and the sets that have been derated are the ones that used to be serviced by PPDI. They did this in a purely vindictive reasons, thinking that it was a pet project of mine or the APNU. But as a result, we are now having a shortfall. There's another issue which we also wanted to highlight. I have seen, and maybe someone else can point me to, but I've looked at MPTAB website. I have seen no public procurement for the 17 sets that they're going to be buying from, I think it's DR, Dominican Republic. But there was no public advertisement for it. They just arrived, they just paid $28 million for it. And this obviously will be of assistance whenever if they do get them and they do arrive and hook them up. However, that only addresses our current shortfall. This is the sets that they're bringing address the 2023 shortfall. They will need an additional 25 to 30 megawatts for 2024 and a similar amount for 2025. So we will wait to see what the plans they have. they've been claiming that the reason that GPL has found themselves in this predicament is because of the lack of investment by the coalition government, which is not true. And I am quite sure that you journalists know that. And I thank you for not repeating that lie anymore made by the vice president and the ally or anyone, because you are aware of what's happening. There's a similar situation in Bartica, I have been told, and purely because of the lack of maintenance. So the three new sets that we bought, totaling 5.4 megawatts, which is three times the reserve in Neely and Bartica. 2 of those sets are down. So they're having rolling blackouts in Bartica. And a similar issue in Anna Regina. Brand new sets are down, purely because they have not maintained them, they've mismanaged them, and so forth. I can tell you that if this continues, obviously they're hoping and they're praying and they put all the eggs in the basket that the gas energy project which they have in Wales will sort our problems, but I am not as optimistic as them. Under the coalition, we had a plan and which would have ensured that nothing like this would have happened, because we purchased all the sets that we purchased were dual fuel, and we were actually going to install them in a location. I don't know, whichever location, we can argue which is the best location. We wanted to go on the East Coast, they want to go in Wales. But immediately on deciding a location, our plan was to install the generators and run them off of HFO, and that was the plan. And then obviously when the natural gas comes in, you convert all the existing equipment to natural gas. That way, we don't end up doing what they're doing now, buying containerized sets, which obviously becomes redundant in a year. So all the money that they have to spend now on those sets goes totally down the drain if and when the gas power sure comes in. Of course, they've given us a timeline of December. My investigations have revealed that December is a very optimistic time frame, and I can anticipate us having this being the exact same position come for the Christmas season as well as into the new year. So that's what I like to say.
Yeah, that song you folks were hearing in the background there. GPL life support. You hearing in the back there? Yeah, life support. GPL blackout. So watch out. A solar panel coming close by you. A solar panel coming close by you. Look, story now, the Venezuelan issue. The Venezuelan issue. As a lot of men divided on the Spanish girls. Or the whole country get fetched when y'all still divided on the Spanish girls. A lot of men, that's how they send them in, you know. And the strategy, you know. Distract y'all. Confuse y'all. And then when you put your head in the lap, they cut off your hair. Samson didn't know when the strength left you. You better watch yourselves with the Spanish girls. Fake solidarity. Them boys want solidarity. They want unity and unison on the Venezuela issue, but they want to give up nothing, you know. They want to put things right. So we saw y'all by the little tadpole swim out today. You know, one of the things that was called for during this period of engagement with the opposition and the government is an establishment of a border commission. Well, that said redundant. Right? Young boy Tad, he said redundant. Father have his mercies. Father have his mercy. Pace and power nonetheless. He swim out. He swim out. Pace and power. The EU on this border controversy. They said they're not in support of any unilateral action that escalates the situation. Fantastic, EU. Respect and manners. We hope post December 2nd, when the referendum thing and so on, and the Chinese thing, y'all thing, right? That's what the ambassador, the EU ambassador to Guyana, Rene Van Ness, is quoted saying. They don't support unilateral action by Venezuela that can escalate the situation. Respect and manners, Mr. Van Ness. Respect and manners. Respect and manners. For that. Yeah. Respect and manners for that. Unilateral action, no. So we hope the EU got a thing put down. Who no. Hope the EU got the thing put down. You see? Who no, that's all I can say. Hope they got the thing put down. Hope they got the thing put down. All right? Respect and manners. Former ambassador. A former ambassador, folks, of Venezuela. He said this is a useless distraction. But respect and manners. Sadio Gravani Di Torno. I'm going to give them some simple names though. Sadio Gravani Di Torno. He said it's a useless distraction by Maduro and his ilks. So don't watch them. I tell you what the fella said. I'm telling you what the fella said. We welcome that. Somebody on the inside who knows the foolishness, the politicking, etc. And look, story here now. The ICJ, we have to go to the ICJ to tell them what's happening with this referendum. They got on December 3rd. Right? And we have requested provisional measures from the International Court of Justice, the World Court, provisional measures against this Venezuelan referendum. The court is meeting on November 14th. The International Court of Justice on this referendum nonsense with Venezuela, December 14th. In that AFC press conference today, the leader of the Alliance for Change, Mr. Ramchitan, spoke to this issue of the influx of migrants and refugees and whatever you want to call it, and some of the silliness the Jagdeo has been talking about, some of the foolishness. Take a look, folks. Take a listen. Oh, take a look. Take a listen.
The AFC has noted the pronouncement by VP Jagdeo that Venezuelan migrants who are eligible must be allowed to vote in elections in Guyana. The AFC would not ever desire a situation where genuine Guyanese citizens, whether Venezuelan born, will ever be deprived of the vote. Such Venezuelans must be processed through an authentic system whereby the opposition can have scrutiny of all such Venezuelans. Electoral integrity will seriously be questioned if on the voters' roll their names are padded and they are not authentic citizens. The Alliance for Change is aware of Venezuelans who are getting birth certificates by claiming that they were born in Guyana and who are utilizing the amendment to the Births and Deaths Act, which has slackened the process for late registration of births. All that is required now is some well-aligned PPP touchous in these border regions to swear that they know that these persons were born in Guyana some decades ago. This is a dangerous development which we know the PPP will use to its advantage to win elections. It is necessary that each and every registrant under this new late registration process be made known publicly. And consequent upon this development, the AFC would like to see a halt on the granting of citizenships of all Venezuelans until the matter at the ICJ is resolved. A review also of the grants of all citizenships to Venezuelans in the last 2 years so that the opposition can see the authenticity of such grants. And that all Venezuelans granted citizenship in view of the severely strained relationship we have now with Venezuela not be allowed to be on the voters' roll. Thank you very much.
Yep, that was Leader of the Alliance for Change, Comrade Ramjadan, on this issue of the Venezuelans voting. This was the plan of Jagdeo all along. Make no mistake, good folks, this was the plan of Jagdeo all along. In an earlier program, we showed you a man's was in his ear, or a shadow for the First Minister on the issue as well. Take a look, folks, and take a listen. Shadow for the First Minister, a man's was in his ear on the very issue.
Do we understand what is happening? And my intention here is not to stir up fear. I've been very, very clear. I expect that we will treat these people with the dignity befitting a human being. If they have engaged in a crime, there is the police. And as we run this issue of police, I want you all to notice what Barry Jagdeo does. He takes decisions, and when there's fallout from those decisions, he blames everybody but himself. If you recall, when the first time Policia appeared on the sides of the police vehicles, Guyanese were like, what? Because the ordinary average Guyanese could have understood what that meant. If you recall, they doubled down on that position. We warned then that it was going to be a problem. Now that it has manifested itself into a problem that is clearly out of his hand and his control, he has thrown Hickins and Ben under the bus. Because that is what he does. He creates a problem and then it's everybody else's fault. You see it with the big project that he invested in, the Skeldon Sugar Factory, Amala Falls, etc. You see it there. It is always somebody else's fault. And you know what? They continue to do this. And should this situation exacerbate further, the friends, the family, and favorites will hop on a plane. And it is the ordinary, poor, hard-working Guyanese that will be left here to face the consequences. So I'm not prepared to stay silent anymore because this is nonsense. And we will keep talking about it until Barry Jagdeo repudiates that video publicly, because his image, etc., has been used. And if he did not say that, he must come out and say so. Because to make 50% of your population a scapegoat is tantamount to treason. And I have no apologies about saying that. This matter is grave. This matter is important. What we see manifesting is the anxiety that Guyanese feel because our leaders are silent. This is the time for the PPPC administration to demonstrate their commitment to this one quote-unquote Guyana that they somehow have picked as their political motto. And there should be collaboration across the board. Because if we could stand together on Venezuela, why can't we stand together to make the lives of the ordinary Guyanese better? Why? What prevents us from doing it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yep. The closing, folks. That being said, Gerald Pancham, thank you for your very kind words. I saw it. I saw it there. Wendell, Clemens, Cecilia Joseph. Good to have you on the live. Nigel Price, Candy Leader Nujit. That was the closer, good folks. That being said, happy Friday night to you folks. Have a great weekend. That's our time, folks. And that's our program. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks, and partner with us as well. Y'all know we don't run out of water. That's our time. That's our program. Thanks for being here with us, each and every one of you. All week long. We missed a couple of shows because we've been on the road, but you stayed with us. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic weekend. We can see you guys on the mark next week. Alson Cortez, Karen Griffith, Royston Campbell, Claudine LaRose, Duke. Claudine, thanks for the thing. Claudine, thanks for the thing. Dan Abrams, Karen Gittins, Deborah Clark, Leon Logan, Loretta Argyle, Veronica Primo Rollins, Candida Linda Jit, Ascrit Schultz, Rastaman, Diane Graves, Andy. Diane, good to see you on the live. John Abrams, Vanilla Garnett, and all the other folks. Linda Booker, good to see you as well. Jeremy Marks, good to see you there too, folks. Have a great weekend. That's going to do it for us at this end. That's our time. Partner with us so we can keep on keeping on. That's our program. Joylyn Cook, David Wood, have a great evening. Waveney Doris, Cheryl Barker, have a good evening, folks. Stay safe. Cheryl and all the others. Lisa Remy, stay safe. Yonet, stay safe.